Alright, let's wrap this up. The end of that, so I can get on. Alright, I'm just gonna start that other one. It ain't that long. Over for the people that did not see the previous part of it.
This is a tragic end to a months-long search for 17-year-old Tamaya Trotter. Her family told me they've been searching for her since December 12th, only to find out that a man who lives down the street is accused of killing her.
Police just tells me, oh, she's an angry runaway.
Kendra Ward knew deep down her little sister Tamaya wasn't a runaway.
I reported her missing, not a runaway.
Ward filed the report December 14th. She also did some of her own searching.
Blowing up the police, hiring a private investigator, putting up flyers, looking all over for this girl.
The last time Ward saw Tamaya, December 12th.
She left and said she'd be back. Her phone wasn't on, so we knew that she was probably just going to go across the street to McDonald's to use Wi-Fi.
According to police, Tamaya went to the McDonald's on MLK and Lake Mead and ran into Jayshawn Bailey. I read in his arrest report that Tamaya told him her family kicked her out of the house, so he said she could stay with him.
My sister is 17. She was old enough to make her own choices, but she was not kicked out.
Bailey told police Tamaya sent him a message on Snapchat accepting his offer to stay over. When she got there, Bailey was on Xanax drinking wine. He says she drank too. Bailey said she got aggressive, pulled out a taser, and started to use it. So he put her in a headlock for about 10 seconds. She stopped breathing shortly after.
There's no reason for someone to do this to her. She's only 17.
January 19th, Ward saw police swarm a sewer in her neighborhood.
When they came over here, we just had the assumption that it's the possibility that it was her because she's been missing.
Bailey lives 4 houses down from Ward. His family says they had no clue she was in the house.
I never seen her in here. I don't even invite kids into this house.
Bailey told police he was scared to go to jail for murder, so he moved Tamaya's body to the neighborhood sewer drain. But he said the guilt of knowing what he did prompted him to call 911 about a month later. He eventually confessed to the crime.
Don't nobody deserve to be down there. My kids walk past there every day to go to school and not know that their auntie is down there.
And there are still a lot of questions tonight. Ward told me that she's never seen Bailey in the neighborhood. Also, in the arrest report, it didn't say whether Bailey knew Trotter before all of this. Reporting live, Abby Tedros, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's messed up. Like I said, they didn't even connect him. If he wouldn't have turned himself in, they would not have known anything. And she had already been under that sewer for a month. Like I said, I don't know those people personally, you feel me? But I do see them around. So I just thought that was kind of fucked up, you know? And this man, the dude, he just basically threw his whole life away for nothing. Just because he was trying to fuck. It's nothing. If you gonna ever take a risk like that, make sure that any kind of risk you take in life is worth the negatives. Because if the only benefit out of a huge risk of going to jail for the rest of your life, basically dying, is a few minutes of pleasure or fun, it ain't worth it. Never. Okay? If you are gonna lose everything, sex ain't never worth it. Especially the girl was underage, so it was. This is a perfect example. If you would have just followed the law is there to keep you out of trouble. Had he just followed the damn law, okay, none of this would have happened. How he even, and granted, yes, the young woman was being fast, right, by giving her information out, and by even, well, from what we know, from what he tell, pursuing this man and going over his house and all of that. But at the end of the day, the adults are the ones who are always supposed to make the better decisions, And I don't know, it's just fucked up all around. Maybe because it just hit so close to home. But it is, I don't know, speechless. You know, the whole time this girl was missing, she's right outside in the sewer in a damn ditch. And you heard her, the auntie's kids walk to school every day, and they don't even know that their auntie was right under their feet. It's weird when you hear shit like that happening so close to home, because even though we know these things happen, like I said before, out here, the rate of missing children or anybody under 18 is really low. There's a high missing persons number, but it resulting in like death is really low. Usually, like I said, they either runaways, get put into sex trafficking, which is not okay, but you know, it's not murder either. So, like, a lot of them actually do get put into sex trafficking. But once again, that's still another day to live and find a way to get out of his shit, you know? Cause ain't no getting for both of them. I'm not trying to be funny, but nobody's getting out of that. Okay, he ain't getting out of jail because they about to throw the book at his ass because he done admitted to giving her alcohol. She was underage. He admitted to choking her because, truth be told, that's just, you know, if I'm gonna tell the story, I'm gonna tell it. They would not have never caught him if he did not turn himself in. And had they found her body later on, because they didn't even know where it was at, months later, there was no way to trace her back to him because the parents and the family, they never had even seen this man, even though he lived on the same street. Nobody has saw her leave with him because if you watch my previous video, they thought it was that homeless, crazy crackhead. Nobody would have known that she went into his house and there would have been nothing to trace them back. Not to mention, when they did find her body, he said he put her in a headlock, alright? The autopsy has not come back yet. However, if you drown somebody or if you somehow constrict them, suffocate them, long as their neck is not broken, once the body starts to decompose and they find it later on, like if they don't find it immediately, there's no way to tell how she died. So when they did find her body in a storm drain, if they did ever come looking for him, all he would have had to do was just say, oh yeah, I did see her that day, but she left after that. And there would have been nothing that they could have done. They would have not also been able to tell how she died. So he basically gave them all of the necessary evidence that they needed to go and charge him with everything. You know what I'm saying? Because at the very least, he could have not got charged with murder. You know? He probably would have been in jail for a little minute until trial started, but they wouldn't have been able to prove that he killed her at all. Nothing. He would have got away with that. Not saying, once again, y'all, I'm just telling both sides. Not saying that he should have got away. Not saying that I want him to get away or I'm like, damn, you know, or co-signing what he did. I'm just saying, you know, the guilt that he had is what made him call the cops. But I don't know, he could have just went to Catholic church and did a couple Hail Marys, because you're still gonna have to deal with God, so now you're in jail for the rest of your life. I don't know if you just got in, but I just said, unless the neck is broken, okay, there would have been no way for them to find out about how he killed her unless the neck was broken. And I also said that the body, if it is not found immediately right after she died, there is no way to be able to tell how she died. Okay? When you are decomposing in a ditch somewhere and they find your body 6 months later, it's going to be fluid in your lungs already because of your body decomposing. And that's if your lungs have not started to break down. So that's, I said that. But you may have just come in, so I don't know. Unless the neck is broken, there's no way to determine the cause of death. after even after a month, even after 3 weeks, and she had already been in the sewer ditch for over a month. So even after like 3 or 4 weeks, if he didn't break her neck, there would have been no way to figure out how she died. Hell, at the very least, if they just knew that she was in his house, he could have said, she was taking some pills and while she was drinking and she fell asleep and didn't wake up, or she overdosed and I freaked out. So, he could have went that route too, is what I'm saying. She was 17. Oh, it's cool. So yeah, rest in peace to that, that young lady. I like I said before, just before my phone went dead, I'm gonna slowly start back intertwining the shit that I was talking about before on my channel. Anything in the news that's interesting to me, back up on here. But I done had to, drag a couple folks and get a little dirty the past couple weeks, but that's fine. It's fine. Okay, so now let's get to the fuck shit. So I started last night before my phone went dead again, y'all. I did not even get a full charge on my phone, but I was only like 14 of y'all in there last night anyway. So if you were in the room, just act like you ain't see it the first time. Okay. So we already know that BBK is up over there setting bitches up because she want to be, at the end of the day, the last man standing. I think she's acting like a fucking Mexican that work at McDonald's. You know how when a Mexican work their way up to the top, and as soon as they get that manager position, Padres in, that's what BBK is basically doing right now. That bitch is setting everybody up for the okie doke over there in Babe Nation, making sure she get everybody, she cleaning house, okay? Because she want to be the only one in there, or she wants to be able to put everybody up on the team that she wants, okay? Which, to me, I find that, I give it the side eye that they only got rid of her. Only reason they got rid of her was because she didn't like that Plateful was over in the comment section of somebody that she was allegedly beefing with. But what Fi don't realize is that, you give yourself too much power. And it's already bad enough that you call yourself trying to run Lovely T's channel and direct her who she can have on there. Basically telling her to unmod such and such. And if you don't, I'm going to drag you. I don't know why she think that somebody who's been doing this longer than her, who actually knows more about YouTube and how to make a platform successful and grow and all that shit. I don't know why you think they would listen to somebody that likes of you. And furthermore, why would she take advice from someone that does not like her? Because you have been shading her since the beginning of all since last year, the whole year, you were shading her. So even if what you are saying is correct, which it isn't, why would she take advice from someone who does not have a channel that is nowhere on the level as hers? Okay. Channel is stagnant. And you don't like her. I wouldn't take no advice from somebody that don't like me. Everything you say to me, I would be thinking is sabotage. Before I even met you. But then if she does know who you are, she would know that you probably most likely are trying to sabotage her because you do not like women, nor do you get along with people, nor do you want to be the only one. You're the one, why are you talking about Tracy? You're the one who actually wants her spot. You're the one who wants to be the only person that's telling news. And to be quite honest, you should just stick to what you're doing because you don't even know how to, I was telling y'all, I tried to watch her review of the Aaron Hernandez documentary on Netflix, okay? And I know his story really well because in this house, we are Patriots fans, okay? We are Patriot fans over here. Not to mention, I thought Aaron Hernandez was fine as fuck. So I followed his story all the way from the killed himself. it's one of those stories again that stuck to me. It was in my head because I was like, this nigga had everything. He was handsome. He had money, all that shit. And what you know, I was pissed at him before he even killed himself that he would even allow some, you know, dusties to be around him and to hype him up to put himself in the position that he was in. So just to reiterate, I knew his story really well. It was nothing on that morning, so I pushed on over to her channel, and I'm like, okay, let me watch this until somebody go live. And in my head, I'm like, it's just a documentary. She is just gonna be retelling and reviewing. But baby, you know, she cannot help herself from lying. I don't know what it is. She's like my auntie Kia. My auntie Kia lie about every damn thing. Shit that she don't even have to lie about. Okay? And that's how she is. Because 5 minutes into her reviewing this Netflix documentary, I'm following along. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, that did not happen. You know, I'm like, why is she lying? You don't even have to. Just tell the story. You know? But sure enough, she was adding shit, switching up characters and motives and plot. I'm like, this is real life. You can't be just adding shit up. This ain't no make-believe story. So, you know, I didn't even have to watch the documentary to know half the shit she was saying. It just didn't happen like that. But I don't get it. I guess it's just that's her style. I don't know. But you can't be trying to take people's spot who actually do tell the news because what, you want to bump them out the way just so you can get up there and lie? I don't get it. It don't make no sense. But anyway, the whole point of that was, I find it funny that she bumped Miss Playful off, not because of all of the horrible stuff that Miss Playful has said and done, okay? Because she's another one that has taken things off YouTube and has a lot of victims. And I was trying to stay clear of, because I have a lot of shit, actually. I do. And a lot of the things that I was doing, I would have rather did it behind the scenes while she was modding, because if you're trying to get something done, you don't need no audience. You know? And also, I did not want to, regardless of how I feel about Fi and her news network, I don't want to make her mods reflect her. You know, the shit that her mods do, I don't want to put it on her. Because at the end of the day, grown folks make their own decisions, you know what I'm saying? However, now that she is not modding for her anymore, then I think I might have some interviews coming up. Maybe even today. It's a lot of shit that I have. I was just going to hit it up behind the scenes, but they're not affiliated. But I thought that was kind of funny how she kicked her off because she was in Tommy's chat, right? And making it seem like you are in the chat of somebody that we're beefing with. And I'm like, baby, you beefing with yourself. Don't be trying to big yourself up. Tommy, that fits in that character or that role, okay? You are the same woman with a different face to him. He probably don't even remember your name. But my whole thing is, you didn't mind what this lady Armada was doing to everybody in this sector, or the stuff she was saying. But, oh yeah, and then you call yourself trying to tell T to fire her mod based off of, you know, it's a bad reflection on your brand. Then what the hell? What did you call letting Miss Playful mod for you? You don't think that was a reflection on your brand? I just thought about that. Like, how you gonna tell somebody else to do something that you're not even? So that means you must think lower of your brand, or your brand is a racist, colorist brand. Going by your logic, the only reason you fired her was because she went to somebody else's page that talked about you. Other than that, as long as they're not talking about you, you don't care. But yeah, regardless, you already know BBK was behind it. That's the second mod this month that she has gotten rid of. The first one was Vela, which is what I'm getting to now. Vela was cool though. Vela was smart. And if y'all been following when I do my whenever I talk on this subject, I always said that Vela was gonna be the one that either set shit off over there or she was gonna leave. I never thought that she would have gotten, they would have did her dirty like how they doing her now over BBK. I didn't think it'd go like that. But she put herself out there for Babe Nation. I will say that she was really aggressive, okay? I mean, BBK take this real serious, but Vela did too. Vela took it real serious when she modded. She definitely would threaten you, physically. Yeah. She was definitely a wild one. She put herself out there, and she even said that she did not watch anybody but Babe Nation. And she even admitted she didn't use the word hypnotized. I'm using the word hypnotized. But she basically said she was hypnotized into believing everything that was going on and all the stuff that she was being told. But now that she is not over there modding, she can look at the situation from the outside in. And she see things clear now. Now, she know that I respect her and all that, but I'm still going to criticize and give my opinion on the situation, which I've done before. But, every time somebody walks away, everybody, okay? Everybody. And I believe it's just it's loyalty, and I get that. But everybody, when they walk away, all of a sudden they start to see the shit that everybody else is seeing, all the stuff that everybody else is saying. Even if it was them same people fighting, and a lot of the beefs have started over people's calling her out and, her people defending it and trying to shut and silence people up from speaking the truth. But now, once everybody gets, removed from the situation, they see it clear. Now, I ain't gonna fight nobody over no damn lie. That's what I'm not gonna do. I'll rock with somebody, I'll have your back, right or wrong. But I'm not gonna pretend that you are right, though. That make me look stupid. You feel me? It makes me look dumb. Yeah, Ms. Playful donated a lot. She did. What up, Shantastic? Y'all already know. I'm sorry. I don't read all the comments. I don't see them all at once, but I ain't ignoring nobody. I'll read the comments usually in the middle or right at the end. Let's see what Vela had to say. Because I know that I think she deleted her videos or privated them. But I already told her that I was going to speak on this and stuff like that. And she's welcome in here too. So if y'all see her in here, mods, don't block Vela. She's cool. I always never had a problem with her though. So.
It's just funny. And then I seen, because I still follow her.
She sound like somebody auntie in like they mid-40s that smoke a pack of Newports every day that be chain smoking. But she don't look like how she sound. A lot of people like that on here. But Vela actually is very, very, like, she fine. Actually, she's one of the best. She's in like the top 3 women in our sector. If you got a chance to see what she look like. But she's not like a 40-something-year-old auntie that chain smoke Newports with the filter off. She sound like it, but that's not what she look like.
A content creator, I just do what the fuck I want, how I want, when I want it. I consider it that. But when you become a moderator for somebody, they own you. You got to watch everything you do because it reflects on them. Like, when have that been a thing? I've never heard of nothing like that. Now, I get certain things in your chat, this and that, I feel like if they fuck up once, you talk to them or whatever, or you do take their mind and it's no bad blood, why block them? And I got people on my page saying, if she did block you, if she did do this, just let it go. So you think she can do what the fuck she want to do and I can't do what I want to do? I just got to hold what I think and how I feel inside. Like, who the fuck do y'all think y'all are? Ooh. She's not fucking God.
Ooh.
I'm going to speak my fucking mind.
Ooh.
No, she didn't say one negative thing about me, but for her to be playing me like an enemy when, in a way, yes, I kind of probably did put my life on the line because I could have been doxxed. I could have had my information out here. Motherfuckers could have been running up on me, anything, especially if I would have been showing my face like that. Like, and I came for everybody. And the thing is, At first, I was watching videos and stuff because I didn't start off with Five Babe. So I started watching people. And then I'm like, these motherfuckers ain't gonna change. They're giving me a headache. It's too much bad energy. So I just started rocking with Five. And I wasn't really watching nobody like that. So that's why when I was in her chat that day, and she done fell out with everybody, and, you know, she's naming it, I'm like, what the fuck done happened? I was like mind blown. And that shit fucked with my energy and my vibe. So motherfucking, I just kind of fucking think I went crazy in that fucking chat. Problem with Jay Wilson because Fight Babe. That's why I have a problem with a lot of these people because Fight Babe. And the motherfucker don't have her back. Like, okay, yeah, I'm not even mad about the moderator thing. That's one thing. But to, like, just play a motherfucker when I still was cool about it, like, okay, I'm still Babe Nation, but to play me like I'm an enemy, and then some of Babe Nation now. Some of Babe Nation, they have their own minds. They do stand alone. They support her, but she don't have them in a trend. You know what I'm saying? Like the Dominican bitches talking about you got fired and you like talking down on me. Oh, I've never fucked with her, or I've never liked her, like this and that. When I've never did nothing or said nothing about you motherfuckers don't even know me. But it's just funny. That's what I want to know. So when moderators, especially if they're their own content creators or do their own thing, have their own life, their life have to revolve around a motherfucker that's not paying them. Like, and don't get me wrong, I don't rock with Tracy. I wouldn't have her moderating for me. I know I went into Mystery Van's chat one day and said something. I just put an emoji or something, and she blocked me. Tracy ain't cool. Like, she will start fights in chats and block people, and that's the fucked up moderator. I just went crazy one time, and then a lot of the people that said I did block them, I don't even remember blocking them. So I think somebody was backdooring me or something and trying to take advantage of that and was blocking people and trying to put it off on me. Because there's plenty, before BBK even came, it's a video up probably if she haven't took it down of her saying that me and Playful don't block people like that. But Tracy D don't play. So when BBK came and I'm just seeing like, wow, why I called her name out a few times, just seeing people getting blocked and timed out before I even see shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
And that's where you fucked up at. That's where you fucked up. You called her name out. She was already gonna get you, but she one of them people that she was looking for an excuse to come after you. And that's where you fucked up at. You called her name out and it pissed her off. So she was like, okay, you want to put bitches on the spot? Okay. That's what happened. And she had it out for you. Ever since then, like I said, when she got up in there, she was already trying to figure out a way to shake y'all off. Because she's one of them weirdos. She got to be, I'm trying to tell y'all, she need all the attention and all the praise. And she really takes that job serious. So she can't sit up there and be having, and Five be like, shout out to all of my mods. You guys did a good job. Fuck that. She ain't no all your mods did a good job. It's me. Me and only. That's what she needs to hear. That is her payment, and that is what fuels her up. And far as Dominican chick, that crazy bitch right there, I don't even like her. All right, that bitch is crazy as fuck. And Dominican chick, because I know your crazy ass is listening. I hope you took my shit off that secret channel that you got. Because I told your ass yesterday that if you didn't have it down by today, I was going to strike your channel. And I'm not playing. I don't know you like that, homie. I don't know you like that. So, if you think I'm playing, then leave it up. All right? With your baby teeth talking ass.
It was just way too much. So I never was trying to jeopardize her brand, which is she'll do that her fucking self. Like, it's way to it. And no, motherfuckers is not gonna tell me to shut the fuck up and move on and this and that. No, kiss my black ass. Because I didn't have no reason to get fucking blocked. I didn't dog her. I didn't disrespect her. Like, what went down in the chat wasn't cool, but that's the energy. That's the vibe. That was what the fuck was going on. And I was pissed off because motherfuckers was trying to convince me to like Jay Wilson, and I feel like I didn't have to like him. But some of them names, I'm like, I know them. I know they Babe Nation. I wouldn't even fucking block them unless they was talking crazy to me. So that's a bunch of bullshit. But like I said, you can't What if, okay, BBK mods for T.S. Madison, right? What if T.S. Madison say what you got going on and she can't mod for you and try to judge that? Like, what if a motherfucker did you like that? Like, how would you feel? And then you saying because somebody is in somebody else's chat, which is I've never was in nobody else's chat. You love QB so much, he running around here trying to make up with everybody and whatever he got going on that I'm hearing through the grapevine because I barely watch people. Because I ain't got the time. But I've never been in other people's chat. I've never rocked with your enemies, none of that. That's why I'm trying to see, like, where is all this coming from? You've been feeling that way, and you've been one of the reasons to get rid of somebody because it should have never been like, oh, I'm the fucking enemy now. And some of Babe Nation coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna chime in every once in a while. Obviously, I get my commentary on it. I don't like that either, though. She was, out of everybody that was over there, from my opinion, okay, I'm not there working, but she was very loyal to them. She did put herself out there, and at the very least, if they were going to unmod her, they didn't have to block her. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, that just, that's putting the gun in the hand of that one employee that you thought, if you ever did fire them, they was going to shoot the building up. You wouldn't fire that employee and then give them a gun and send them along their way, would you? And she also waited, after she got unmodded, and they, I don't even think that they should have blasted her on the community wall like, oh, we don't need your services and blah, 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 because you could have just unmodded her and let bygones be bygones, and let everybody else figure it out once they saw her in the chat without a mod stick or something. Like, the extra embarrassment to do it publicly to someone who was just, an hour before that, one of your right-hand men, I think that's fucked up. And maybe y'all have y'all reasons, whoever made the decision. But she seems pretty honest. She has definitely admitted to what she did wrong. So I feel like if it was some other shit, she would have just admitted it. I think how they did her was fucked up. She even waited till after this happened to see how things were. She didn't just come right out and start talking shit. She just started speaking yesterday. She waited until, maybe they could have talked about it. Maybe they would have let her back on the team. She even super chatted right after she got unmodded to basically, she was saying, like, all the people that got blocked that night, she probably lost a bag. But, honey, let me tell you something. Only thing she lost was $5. Okay, and that was from Jay Wilson when you blocked him, because that's all he was going to probably send was $5, girl. He ain't missed nothing. But that was still sweet of her, though. She still super chatted because she felt bad, because she said she had a bad night, and she felt like she probably could have caused her to lose some coin, which she didn't. $5, that's it, girl, $5. So she super chatted, and, yeah. I just thought that was fucked up, though. I know that feeling, too. It is. I know some of y'all on here trying to act like robots, like y'all ain't got no feelings, and it's easy to be like, I don't give a fuck, this is just YouTube. But when you do put your heart into something, or when you really be trying to be real and put your character into it, because you can tell that she is like a loyal friend in real life. I don't agree with everything that she says, Bella, especially her views on the LGBT community. However, that's okay. I don't have to agree with everything somebody say in their ideology in order for me to be like, I fuck with them. Because it's very rare in life that you find people that you can trust, that's going to have your best interest even when you're not around, and speak up for you and just the right thing when you're not around. That's why I do fuck and I love my mods, because they're all really good people. I might not agree with every single mod ideology, but they are still good representations of me and themselves and the channel and everything else. So she had a real one, and to give that up for that psycho BBK, and she, make no mistake, BBK gonna be gone too. She gonna do herself in. She playing a role too. She is playing a role too, because that's the closest that her channel is to Maddie's. Because if you notice, everybody that has like every big YouTuber who has a mod in our sector, they done fell out with over there on Babe Nation. So even when she fell out with Shelly, do you remember how she kept trying to bring up T.S. Madison every time they got into it? They be up in there like every time she got into it with Shelly or something, she would be like, does Maddie know this? Does Maddie know that? And, you know, like, Maddie don't have shit to do with this, okay? Does Maddie know that you be calling people faggots and shit? Anyway, and that you in competition with trans women and all. Anyway, when she fell out with 7 Stars, she always bringing up what's Tasha K, right? Every time. Well, what does Tasha K think about this? And that. Well, first off, it don't matter because what is Tasha K? 40-something years old, 30 in her late 30s. Okay, her and 7 are the same age. So, I mean, what does it matter? I'm just saying. They both the same age, but you still are trying to bring. Only reason you're bringing Tasha K in is because somehow, some way, you want to benefit off of that audience. It's anyway, because in our sector, the way that you come up over here and you grow is by beefing. It is what it is. It's like the Pokemon card game. Like, whoever wins, take all. So if you beefing with somebody over here and you win the beef, even if you don't, you know, just by, you know, backfiring, you will get a few subs who want to see what's going on. And then when the beef is over, you know, most people don't go back to unsubscribe. But, you know, just from that, you're going to get a few subs. But if you do somehow win the beef, then you gain a lot of their audience, which therefore will change how you show up in the algorithm, because now you have a new audience. You know what I mean? So it's a win-win situation. When Tracy, she's always bringing up Lovely T. And that's what she's doing right now, because it's a win-win to her, because she's bringing up Lovely T, and either Lovely T is going to, which she won't, but she feels like either Lovely T will listen to her, which will make her happy and stop being jealous of Tracy, or if Lovely T don't listen to her, she's basically said that I'm going to include you and drag you and all this other shit, which in turn, once again, she feels like it will help grow her channel. But I don't know. People got to remember on here too, if you're a content creator, you cannot tell your audience to go flag people if it's not like a regular, like if it's like a harmful thing, like let's say somebody naked or hurting themselves or harassment, then you can say, yeah, you guys, this channel is doing this, go look, and if you see that this person is doing this, then you can flag them. You can say that, but you can't just go and say you cannot weaponize your crowd to go tell them unsubscribe. You can't do that. If you have a lot of subscribers and there's a channel that is smaller than you, even if it's not, and you say go and unsubscribe or flag the channel, you can't do that. You know, you will get a violation strike because of that if you are reported from the other content creator. So I know a lot of people do that, and it kind of is just like a slip of the tongue when you're arguing, like, oh, you know, y'all should unsubscribe, but watch yourself, because if anybody unsubscribes from that channel because of your direction, and it can be proved, hell, even if it ain't proved, because you can't say that, but if it can be proved, like somebody lose 10, 15, 20, 30 subscribers, then your channel is going to get struck with a violation. And that's not a copyright strike, meaning I don't know what the consequences are for that, because every strike is a consequence. Sometimes they disable your live, sometimes they disable you from uploading. I don't know what a community strike will do to your channel, so don't say I ain't never helped you out. But yeah, always bringing in other bigger content creators hoping to benefit from it somehow, which I think is fucked up. But I am nobody to tell someone else how to grow their channel. It's a lot of other ways you can grow your channel. And I've always said that from day one. If you've been on these YouTube streets, you know how to grow your channel. There's a few ways to do it. But I've never ever wanted to go that route of the beefing and the, like Trey's way. You can go that route, you know what I'm saying? But eventually, I don't know, like when you have a stolen audience and they're not there for you, meaning they're there because of something was sensationalized, then that means that within a drop of a hat, they'll turn on you. And it's one thing every day, people lose subscribers every day. You might have a subscriber that's like, I don't fuck with you no more. That's cool. But to have everybody at one time be able to just up and leave, that's, you know, that'll fuck your channel up. That's hurtful. And when you have stolen audiences because you beefed, or because, let's just say, even over here, let's just say you have an alliance with a bigger content creator, and basically your whole audience is of theirs. If anything was to happen with you and that content creator, the audience is not going to stay. They may watch you from the bushes, but they gonna unsubscribe. And a lot of them not even gonna be in your chat because it makes them feel uncomfortable or disloyal if they rock with such and such and y'all done fell out. You know what I'm saying? Even if y'all don't fall out, like even if, let's just say, you have a strong opinion that differs from theirs, the audience is still going to side with the other content creator. So you have to basically, every day you want to go live, it has to cater to whatever the other content creator has said or done that day. You know. So if they always talking about mess or beef or one particular person, when you get on your live, what you think that the audience gonna want to hear? They ain't gonna want to hear you talk about cats and dogs. They gonna want to hear the same thing. You know, obviously you gonna have to remix it and do it your way, but they ain't gonna want to hear about what the fuck you got going on in your life. They don't give a damn. No, they don't. They do not care. So always try to build on your own and come up with your own style and your own supporters. Because one thing we've learned over here is that you could be a thief, you could be a liar, a murderer, and whatever, and people will still support you. As long as they fuck with you, people will support you over here. Don't get it twisted. It's all about likability at the end of the day. They will lie with you, for you. They gonna rock with you. Even if you don't have a huge audience, it's still better than not having a big audience, but none of them really are there for you. Because if you only got 200 subscribers, but they really fuck with you, they not going nowhere. But if you got 3,000 subscribers given to you or borrowed, the minute something happen, they gonna split and you're gonna be left with like 100 people. Now, I have to inject my little commentary because, you know, fair use. Let's continue.
At me sideways and talking crazy. But motherfuckers with so-called family and so-called cool, like the one girl, she made sense in her comment. Like, when you build, like half of my subscribers is Babe Nation, so I expect them to, when I get to saying what I want to say or doing what I want to do, to, you know what I'm saying, jump the fence. Because they were never mine. I don't know. I gotta get back to doing what I do, but motherfucking people is letting shit get to their head, for real, and it's not sweet. You think shit sweet over here? It's not sweet, baby. So if you get up off my shit, because I'ma say and do what I want to do. Period. If you can justify what the fuck a motherfucker doing me like that, like if you can justify that, you can kiss my ass. Because what if it was done and you wouldn't feel that shit, period. So, yeah, I'm going to do what the fuck I want and say what the fuck I want. The shit wasn't fucking cool. And then she's like in shady comments like, damn, what's up with that? The fuck? Fucking, I probably did some out of pocket ass shit. I do still rock with some of Babe Nation. No, I'm no longer Babe Nation. No, I do not want to ever be a mod for 5 Babe. Yes, I think she blocked me because I went to super chat her because I'm like, I probably messed up her bag that day once I started to think. And I'm like, you know, let me admit to where I was wrong, but I don't think it was that serious for motherfuckers to not be trying to speak and to act like I'm the enemy and trying to make me the enemy. I think they get a kick out of everybody not liking them or something because they try to put me in that table. They try to put me at that table when it was never that serious. Yes, I had a bad night. Yes, motherfucking, I probably did some out-of-pocket ass shit that wasn't cool. But before that, everything was cool. I think that she been probably wanted to get rid of me because once she got that BBK, which is her, not her bread and butter, but she